Starting a small business sounds exciting, right? But here's the problem. Most of us dive in without a plan and end up making mistakes that cost us time, money, and motivation. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. But don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, I'm breaking down the exact step by step guide to starting your small business the right way, plus the biggest mistakes to avoid so you don't learn the hard way. Let's get started and chat a bit. I'm Shilpa. I've just launched my small business, and on this channel, I'm sharing whatever I have learned so that you don't do the mistakes what I have done. Alright, now let's dive into the steps to actually how to start a small business along with a 9 to 5 job. Let's dive into the steps to actually get started, and here is the roadmap. The first step is you should identify your passion and your skill. Just sit one day and think about what are the things that you like doing in your free time apart from scrolling on the phone. What are those creative things that you like doing? What are your hobbies? Are there any skills that you want to improve upon? Are there any hobbies that you have? Maybe it's like graphic designing, maybe it's like candle making, maybe it's jewelry making, or maybe it's like teaching people. You have to identify what is that thing that you enjoy the most. And the sweet spot for starting a small business is something that you actually enjoy doing and other people are ready to pay for it. That is the sweet spot, because that will be a sustainable long-term small business which you will actually enjoy doing, and it will not become again another 9 to 5 job that you have to do and you're not enjoying it. So you have to identify your passions, you have to identify your hobbies, you have to identify the things that you actually love doing, and then you have to turn them into something that actually people are ready to pay for. That is going to be your business idea. The second step is you need to now validate your idea. By validating your idea, what I mean is that before you actually go all in with your money, resources, time, effort into this idea that you have, it's better to test it a little bit. Now, whatever idea you have and whatever product you have in mind, create a few pieces and offer that product or those services to your friends and family, to your local friends, community, and these people. If they seem to be excited for it and if they seem to like it and are ready to pay for it, even if it is a small amount, but if they are ready to pay for it, that means you've got a winner idea. And if people are not very excited for it and they're not feeling very enthusiastic about it, that means that idea needs a little bit of tweaking. You need to do a little bit of more research, you need to find a little bit of more USP, which is like a unique selling point for that idea. You need to be a little bit more creative with this particular thing so that people are more excited for it. Whether it be a different kind of a design, whether it be something trending that you actually put into your designs or your product, whatever it may be, but people have to be excited for that particular product or service, and that is how you validate your idea. Third step is start small and simple. Don't try to overwhelm yourself by doing everything at once in one go. You can start with just one product, one service, and just one offering in the beginning. Offer this particular one thing to the people, and then you can start building upon more products. And I'm saying this from experience because when we are starting a business, we actually only think about the products and we feel like the more the products, the better. But the more products you create, the more money you have to put in. The more products you create, the more time it takes for you to learn the whole collection. More the products, more the effort to actually get that start. But if you start with just one simple product, one simple idea, or one simple service, if you start with just one simple product, it will help you to actually focus on different areas of starting that business. For example, once the product is ready, now we can think about different things. As in now how we are going to sell it, what price are you going to put upon it, how we are going to market it, how we are going to deliver it. So once that product is ready, you can actually start thinking about these things and then start solving them. The one mistake which I did was I was so much focused on creating so many products in the first go that when it took me a lot of time to get all the products manufactured. Once I had all the products, I had actually not given much thought about the next steps. So once I had products, initially I thought that once I have products, my business is ready to go. But then once I got my products, then I realized I need a way to sell them. I need to understand for how much price I need to sell them for. I need to understand how I'm going to deliver them. I need to understand how people are going to buy from me. And those again took me so much time to figure out and to set up these processes. So don't do that mistake. You just start quickly, and in order to start quickly, you need to just have one product and set up these processes so that that product can actually be delivered to the final customer. The fourth step is once you have decided upon the product you want to sell, then you need resources, and I would suggest you to go for free tools and resources. In today's world, we have so many platforms which actually will give you good services, good facilities for free. And you can actually start and create a product from the basic facilities these platforms. So many tools are free on Canva that you can actually create something and design something and make it into a product for free. And for marketing, if you want to create a video or a short or a reel, there are so many softwares which will allow you to edit videos for free. You have free music for again marketing purposes. I would suggest you to spend as much less money on tools as possible. You can start some online business with using tools like Canva, Instagram, Etsy, YouTube Shop, these kind of things. You can use all these platforms to actually start your business for free. The only amount you need to spend is on the actual product, which either you want to get manufactured or you want to have some raw material to create the product for. So according to me, you should start small and simple and spend as much money as needed only on the actual product. But you will get good amount of resources for free, completely free, for all the other tasks like setting up a website, you can get it for free, designing your products, you can get it for free, marketing your products, you can get it for free, finding out your audience and your buyers for sales, you can get it for free. I will be making a video in the future to actually tell you about all these tools and resources which are free and which you can actually use to start your own business. But for today, we are not going to dive into that. But I will be making a future video for all these free tools and resources. The fifth step is set up a schedule. And yes, it's important. You should treat it like a small business and you have to give time for this business to grow. Or you can treat it as like a second job which you actually love doing. So you need to have some specific hours set aside for it in your whole week. Maybe just 2 hours in Saturday, Sunday. Those eventually will add up. Maybe a few hours before you go to office. Maybe a few hours after you come from the office and before you sleep. Or some few hours during the weekends. So you have to treat it like a non-negotiable appointment or a non-negotiable job that you have to do in a week for a few hours. And trust me, those few hours every week, they do add up and they do give out results eventually with time. So you have to set a schedule and you have to give your business time for it to grow. And the sixth step is you need to keep learning. Once you have set up the business, once the ball has got rolling, then it is important for you to keep learning, to keep doing research, knowing what people are liking, what are the new trends, where is your audience leaning towards, what your audience is more interested in now. Do you want to come up with some products on seasonal basis? Do you want to come up with some products on festival or day basis? So all these things you have to keep doing, you have to keep researching, you have to keep finding out, keep introducing new products, being creative over the time, over the years. All these small pockets of time, pockets of hours that you're dedicating to your business eventually will add up and eventually will help you to actually build it into a successful business which is giving you a good amount of income on the side. I have multiple other videos on this channel related to actually building and developing small business, and in the future I will be posting more videos related to this, so you can watch those and you can look out for those future videos. Now let's talk about some mistakes that you need to avoid while building a small business. There are many mistakes that can happen when you're trying to juggle your full-time job along with the small business that you're trying to build. And the first one is, don't overload yourself. When you're starting a small business which you're really passionate about, it is very easy to overload yourself with too much expectations. But you have to remember that you have a full-time 9-to-5 job along with it, and sometimes the 9-to-5 job also requires a lot of time, energy and work. As you know, the stress with the 9-to-5 job comes in seasons. There are some weeks where you are less stressed and there are some weeks where you are so much more stressed and you have so much more work overload. So you need to balance those seasons of the overload of work from your full-time job along with the seasons of your business work. It's very easy to get too excited with a small business and try to launch 5 different products or 5 different services all at once. But in my experience, it is better to start simple and to start small and do not overload yourself in the starting itself. Second mistake to avoid is to skip the market research. Majority of the times we small business owners, what we do is, whatever our passions are, whatever our hobbies are, we directly jump into those without actually doing any kind of market research. We are so passionate about that particular item or about that particular thing that is there in our mind that everyone else will also be as passionate about it as we are. But majority of the times that is not true. Your hobbies and your interests are very unique to you. You have to find a common ground where your unique interests and ideas can be transformed into something that can be liked and loved by the masses. And that is how your business will be successful. So do not skip the market research. Try to find out what is the interest of the majority of the people around you, what are their needs, what are the things which they are getting excited about, for which they can actually pay. So these are the things that you have to do and you have to understand. Third mistake is the major one, and that is to neglect your health. Now when you have a full-time 9-to-5 job, already you are under a lot of work, under a lot of pressure, and the pressure also comes in seasons in your 9-to-5 job. Some months have so much of workload in them and some months are a little bit easier. And on top of that, you are adding more workload of your small business. And there is a very high chance that if you're not careful about your health, about your sleep, about your eating habits, about taking proper rest, then your health is going to suffer. So I would suggest you to take care of your health, eat proper food, drink proper food, take a rest when needed. Do not avoid the rest, because otherwise it will burn out your body. And try to make a schedule which is sustainable for your body, for your health, for your time, for your schedule, for your routines, and then give out time to your small business. But make sure that you find that sustainable window of hours that you can actually work every week consistently. The consistency is going to be the thing that is going to build your business, not the huge stretches of time you're going to put all at once. Those stretches of time is not going to build your business in the long run. Rather, the consistency of small pockets of time that you're dedicating to your business is going to build the business. Another mistake to avoid is to not setting the boundaries. If you're not setting proper healthy boundaries for your small business, then the effort you're putting into your small business is going to bleed into your personal life and your day job as well. What I mean by this is that if you're not actually putting proper boundaries on the time you're spending on your small business, then you're actually going to take up time from your personal life, from your loved ones, and then put that time into small business, which is going to affect your relationships, your mental health. And if you're not very careful, then your performance at the day job might also hamper if you're not very careful about setting proper boundaries for your small business. I'm saying this because I know that when we as humans are passionate about something, we love doing something, and we are very creative in it, and we are getting very fulfilled with it, then it is our tendency to avoid the things that are not fulfilling us. And that can be your day job, can be spending time with your family and friends. So don't let your passion hamper your day job and your actual life. So set up proper boundaries for your small business, dedicate some proper hours for it, and stick to those hours, unless and until occasionally it is required that you actually need to put in more hours for the business to grow and you're actually seeing things growing. Now in the end, I would also like to give you a few little random ideas of the small businesses that you can come up, which can help you to actually get inspired for some other ideas that you might have. Some of the small businesses that can be easily started along with your 9-to-5 job and from your home itself without much of the investment, like you can start offering writing, editing, and graphic design services on websites like Fiverr, or you can also start selling handmade goods. This is also the category that I'm very much interested in because I love doing arts and crafts, and I love making handmade things, I love designing things. So this is also one of the things where on the weekends, on your free time, you can actually start creating something from hand. Like you can start crocheting, you can start making paintings, customized paintings, you can start making some other DIY arts and crafts things, and you can start selling those items. You can start a YouTube channel or an Instagram page and start doing content creation based on your lifestyle or some kind of educational thing or some kind of a podcasting thing. So you can actually start doing content creation. One of the other things you can try is tutoring. If you're someone who loves educating people, educating kids, then you can start tutoring. Whatever skills you have, whatever knowledge you have based on any topic or any subject, if you can find an audience who's ready to listen to you, or if you can find an audience who wants to learn about that particular thing that you're knowledgeable about, then you can start tutoring. You can start an online course, online web shop, online workshop, or you can take one-to-one tutoring classes. So these are very simple online businesses in various different categories that you can start, which do not require too much effort in the starting itself. These are not like huge things for which you have to have tons of money, a space to store all the items and all these things. No, these are simple things which you can start from a room, from your own home, and you can start dedicating a little bit of time in your week to these things, and then slowly build them to a point where they can actually pay your bills. So there you have it, your guide to starting a small business along with your 9-to-5 job. And I understand that it is a very high level video and it is giving you a very zoomed out picture of how to start a business, but you have to keep all these things in mind. I will have in future multiple videos which will deep dive into each of these topics so that you can have a clear picture of further micro steps which you can take in order to start your side business along with your job. So keep a lookout for those videos, and remember, it's not about an overnight success. Building a business takes time and effort. It's not about starting a business and quitting your job tomorrow. No, sometimes successful businesses take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to grow into something that is actually sustainable and that can actually support you financially. So during that time, if you don't have the financial stress from your 9-to-5 job, then it's a blessing. So let's build something small and meaningful, one step at a time. I myself have just launched my small business. You can check out the shop in the description box below. Check out my products. If you like something, then do buy it. I have multiple products in the categories of productivity, like I have planners, to-do lists, and I have some cute little keychains. things like that. I am planning to increase my product range and I want to create something handmade, and I am sharing all my studio vlogs, all my journey and whatever things I'm learning along the way on this channel. So do subscribe and support your fellow small business girly. If you have watched till here, then in the comments down below, do tell me what is that business idea that you have in mind that you want to try this year. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up because these likes do actually help my channel to grow.